What's up, guys? Welcome back to Among the Fence. I am your host, Aaron, and today we're going to be talking about the album Odor Mortis by the black metal band Depravation. I also want to give a shout out to John Curtis, who requested this album, and if you guys have any album requests, go ahead and leave a comment below letting me know what they are, and I'll make it happen for you. Depravation is from Germany. They started about 2011. Odor Mortis is their second studio album, and I called them a black metal band before, but honestly, they're more like black metal and hardcore, or blackened hardcore. And I've got to say that Odor Mortis is a masterpiece of an album when it comes to musicianship and production. It's also very traditional in its black metal elements, which means for the guitar, it means a lot of tremolo picking, and for the drums, a lot of blast beats. I'm typically not a fan of blast beats, but Depravation did a really good job at mixing it up to where it didn't become too overused, at least to my ears. However, the guitar work can become kind of tiring on the ears with all of its just super fast tremolo picking, which kind of becomes a little redundant throughout the album. But again, they mix it up a little bit, so it still keeps you interested. There's a couple songs on here that I really liked a lot, but I gotta give it to Endless Night. That song stood out to me so much, and I got tons of enjoyment out of it. It fits into the album well, but at the same time, it stands out a little bit more because it doesn't have so many death metal and hardcore elements to it as much as it has more heavy metal elements to it with its slower guitar riff and pounding drums. The times it does incorporate blast beats and faster tremolo picking, it seems like it's more of a build-up in between grooves that just tosses you into another head-bobbing groove. I gotta say, I didn't really enjoy the vocals on this album all that much. I can't really put my finger on it why, but on Endless Night, I feel like the vocals matched up with the drum work and the guitar riffs so well, and it fit perfectly. I couldn't imagine anybody else doing the vocals for this. I also enjoyed the song Sickness as well, which is an instrumental that has a spoken word intro to it that makes the song feel kind of haunting and unsettling. Even though it's the midpoint in the album, separating the first half from the second half, I feel like it's just fat riffs and beautiful guitar melodies are more of a showcase than anything. Odor Mortis also has some kind of thrash elements to it, like in their opening song Casting Fear and Misery. Casting Fear manages to set the aggression and the tone that this album's gonna have, but it also has more melodic guitar work in the background that it took me a couple listens to really pay attention, but it's aggressive, but at the same time, it's a very melodic song. And Misery was just a fun, kick-ass song with tons of energy. It was very explosive and, like I said, just a lot of fun. And this band is from Germany, so a lot of these songs are going to be in German, so I'm probably going to end up saying this wrong. But the song Beugdicht, which is also a lot of fun and very explosive, but it also has like this chanty chorus to it, and it kind of reminded me a little bit of Rammstein, and I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. And the song Arrival stood out to me quite a bit too, because in most of this album, the drums sit in the front of the entire mix and the production, but on Arrival, the guitar work stood out in front, and it had some amazing catching riffs and cool melodies. And the only thing I really didn't like about this album that I mentioned earlier was probably the vocals. Not only do some of these songs have German names, but some of them also have German lyrics to them, like the song Ambos. And where the music was flawless, the vocals kind of became colorless and jaded to me. And the song, which I'm probably gonna say wrong, Pietschnip, was also very, very amazing musically and goes through tons of different emotions and different levels, but the lyrics, again, they just kind of fell flat. When I listen to a song that's in a different language, I try and think of the vocals as being an instrument of their own. I quit trying to figure out what they're trying to say, and I just try and blend it all into the music. And when I did that, it just kind of lost its dynamic where the music was and the vocals weren't. And for me, the final song, Nothingness, would have been perfect if it was shorter. It's super slow and it has a beautiful guitar melody, and the lyrics are very echoey, and it kind of sounds like they're in a tomb, which is cool. However, at some point in the song, I was expecting this explosion of riffs and blast beats to come in and just start pounding my face somewhere within the 6-minute long song, and it just didn't. It was just a slow song. It was a good ending, but the rest of the album is just so intense and in your face, it just kind of left me feeling bored, and I had to like fight off ADD and actually really hone in to focus on the song to finish it. And I don't feel like it transitioned very well. The whole album on a scale of 1 to 10 is like at 11 when it comes to intensity, and then it finishes off the Endless Night with this heavy metal brutal song, and then it just drops from 11 down to like 1.5 with this super slow song, and it just kind of left me feeling like I was missing something. So with all that said, I gotta give Odor Mortis by Depravation a 6.5 out of 10. Musically, Odor Mortis is a death metal slash hardcore slash thrash thing all blended into one. It's a masterpiece, and as musicians, they're very, very skillful and they're very good at what they do. But when it came to songwriting and putting a whole album together on this one, the atmosphere just didn't really groove with me all that well. This is also only their sophomore album, so I'm positive it's only going to get better from here. But I want to know what you guys think. If you've listened to Odor Mortis, go ahead and leave a comment below letting me know what you thought. If you haven't, go ahead and give it a listen and let me know what you would rate it. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my reviews, click the subscribe button and the bell icon so you get notified so you don't miss out on any of my future uploads. I hope you guys all have a good rest of your day and you're staying safe, and I'll see you guys next time.
I was trying, ignorant, kid relying on my parents' said to save me.